Right here on MXC. My name is Miriam Uduak-Mentai. Good morning. You're welcome. Wait, we have time.
Hey, Charlie. I wish I could play the piano. Wish I could play the organ.
It's not too long. I mean, it's not too late.
No, I tried. It didn't work.
What was the problem? You didn't have time for it, or?
No, I didn't have time for it. You know, it's nice when you see people playing it.
Yeah, but it's not that easy.
It's not that easy when you're, especially when they. I said I didn't even go soon. Anyway, it's the 2nd of May. Hey, 2 days. Wow.
We're already 2 days in the new.
Nice.
We're already 2 days in the new month, guys.
In the 5th month. In the 5th month. So when we get to the 6th month, then you know that we've done
half of the year.
Hey.
I should say, your dreams are still valid. No, not to needs that you reduce it.
Anyway, please, it's a Friday, so allow us, because when it comes to Fridays, we just, take it on a different spree. Yeah. But you're welcome to the biggest morning show. This is the AM Club. We're coming to you live from MX24 Studios, Oleande Street, East Legon, Accra. My name is Kojo Dasabre, and today it's going to be a good day.
It is going to be a good day. Our mission is quite simple. It's to amplify, inform, and inspire with a fun, fearless, fact-driven on-air experience.
Now, we kick off with some inspiration as we usually do. Of course, it is my daily dose of fame, giving you an inspiring way to start your morning, right? Then after that, we get straight into the trends. So what's trending? Black Star Experience is trending.
Did I just roll my eyes? Oh, my God.
Black Star Experience is trending. Why would you make a loss whilst selling alcohol?
Sure.
That is the president speaking to Jayhawk. And a whole lot. Did you see a video trending? 2 ladies who apparently have been abducted by some Nigerian men, allegedly, and they were stripped naked, they were being cut. You've not seen that video? No. Well, fortunately, people started, hitting Ghana police left, right, center, and I think Ghana police have been able to
arrest the man. Yes,
I mean, we're in contact with Nigerian police station. Missing Nigerian police, because they are not in Ghana, or more Nigeria. And it's all about this online thing. We better be careful, guys. We really need to be careful. Meet me here, meet me there. Let's meet here, let's meet there, Let's be careful. Let's really be careful. All right.
Now, for our big conversation, we're discussing quite a number of things. I need you to stay right here with us as we get into those conversations. We're definitely going to be talking about Love is Friday. So, finances in marriage. Who covers what is what we're talking about today. We explore the intricacies. Growing up, your parents would tell you, your mom actually. I don't know how it was done in your home, but the mother always was in front of the payment of things. Eduane, school fees. You see, daddy is the one who might have been producing the money.
Yes, but he will not come
daddy is not available to go to the school.
And he will not come and give it to you.
And so we were always thinking that mommy was the one paying stuff. And mommy was so supportive. So today we're going to be talking about that in relationships and in new marriages and even in modern marriage, what people are doing, the 50-50. 50-50, I don't know. It's like 50-50 for what? Then you're a man, I'm also a man. You're a woman, I'm also a woman. If we're doing 50-50, we're going to be getting into that pretty shortly. I mean, later on the show. And also, on the plug, we're hosting fast-rising Afrofusion artist Corby. Is it Corby?
Corby.
Boy. There's an R there. Corby. for a live performance, okay? So guys, stay right here. It's Friday, like Jay said, and so we're keeping it on a very light note, but of course, we're bringing you more information that you need, okay, on this platform.
So remember, you're a major part of this show, so join us online. The hashtag is hashtag the AM Club. Our handles are at MX24GH, every single platform. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Very, very necessary. It's MX24GH. Follow MX24 on Ayoba. Join the MX24 channel for updates every single step of the way. You cannot miss that for anything, all right? And most definitely, you need to catch up on all the fun, the excitement of the AM Club shows, engaging conversations, thrilling live segments, and exclusive content. You cannot afford to miss out on that one. Yeah.
That's right. And also remember to join us via WhatsApp, send in your comments and reactions on 055-033-1511, 055-033-1511. Send in your comments and reactions to everything we cover here on the show, especially Lifestyle Daily. I know a lot of you have things to say. Connect with us. Let's have a good time on the show this morning. Now it's time for my daily dose of Vim.
All right, so it's time for my daily dose of Vim, and it's time for us to get some inspiration. Most definitely looking forward to that every single step of the way. And today we have a motivational message for you as the week comes to an end. Yes, it is the weekend. Enjoy this one. We'll be right back.
Grace. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for wisdom. Thank you for parents. Thank you for love. Thank you for kindness. Thank you for humility. Thank you for peace. Thank you for prosperity. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. That's how I live my life. That's why I am. One of the reasons why I am today. Say thank you in advance for what is already yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for every moment that led to this day. Thank you for the hard times. They made me appreciate the good times. Thank you for the lessons. They were needed for my development. Thank you for my eyes that get to witness the miracles of today and tomorrow. Thank you for everything I take for granted. Thank you for all of my blessings. Thank you for my drive. Thank you for my spirit. Thank you for my strength. Thank you for giving me the courage to fight through the hard times. Thank you for the people in my life, those I love and those I learn from. Thank you for it all. Thank you. Thank you. It's the key that opens the door to instant happiness, unlocks the door to everything we are really seeking in life. Happiness and contentment. Think about it. No matter what you say you want, money, riches, health, to help others, why do you really want it? When you drill deep down, the only reason anyone wants anything is the feeling we believe we will get from having it. That all boils down to happiness and contentment. And the truth is, we can have it now if we are grateful. And if you get quiet, get away from the noise of the world, and think for a moment about what you could be grateful for, I'm sure you could find plenty. Be grateful there's food on the table, air in your lungs, life in your body. Get grateful that you have opportunity to take your life to a whole nother level. To decide right now that you are going to live your dreams and never settle until you do. Get grateful for the mental strength you've been given to survive the hard times. Get grateful for your limbs if you have them. Many are not so blessed. Your eyesight if you have it. Many are not so blessed. Your hearing if you have it. Many are not so blessed. The health you do have. many are in worse positions. Get grateful for that one person that has had an impact in your life, or many people if you are so blessed. Then get grateful you can choose to be that person for someone else. That one that makes a difference in someone else's life, no matter how small. Get grateful you get to experience this magical universe. Today, look for miracles. I guarantee if you are looking, you will see them. There are unlimited things to be grateful for. Open your eyes. Unlock your amazing life. It's ready for you right now.
Thank you for this day. Whatever it brings, whether a challenge I need to grow, a lineup to teach me patience, an unexpected blessing, every moment of joy, whatever today brings, thank you. Whatever it brings, I pray I have enough presence in each moment to know that no circumstance is my life. No high or low, no event, no thing is my life. Life is energy, and I know I'm so much more than my physical body. Thank you for my ability to love, to give to others my authentic love and kindness without expecting anything in return. Thank you for my strength. Thank you for my presence. Thank you for my ability to attract only the things and people that are in harmony with what I need in my life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this day, whatever it brings.
All right, so yes, indeed. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You need to be grateful. Yes, in every space, in every way, wherever you may find yourself, whatever it is, because you see, Mano, minim abasema mpedemeka. Because on the what I keep on saying this, I think maybe I should turn this into a movie. It will be a script. It will be a nice script.
What script is that?
Where people come together. Everybody is on a round table. I put my problems on the table. You put your problems on the table. Everybody puts their problems on the table. Then we get to exchange problems and live with it.
You see how many people will go back home with their own problems.
With their own problems. Yeah.
I agree. I think that when we're in the mud and the dark and the very terrible times, we do not appreciate the fact that there are things that have gone so well for us. Like, for instance, you have a job, like you really have a job in Ghana. That is a miracle. You have a life, like you have a roof over your head. That is a miracle. You have food to eat, even if once a day. That is a miracle. Because you know why? There are millions, zillions of people in Ghana who these things that you have are luxury to them. And so I think when, like, you know, the Bible admonishes us or encourages us to admonish on niggas because we are a little bit of an ungrateful species. And then encourage us because, again, sometimes when you're in the stress, you're not looking at the positives. But the Bible encourages us to count our blessings.
And name them one by
When you
one.
begin to count the blessings in your life, like I woke up this morning, I have money to pick a car to get to work. Like I have very beautiful hair. Like it's not everybody that can afford the kind of clothes that you're wearing. Not everybody can actually pinpoint that this is my career. Like I actually studied for this. And then I get to work and I'm sobbing because my money is not, like I don't have money, or because I don't have certain luxurious things, or even just basic things anyway. I don't have them in my life, and then I'm asking God why, right? I think that when we begin to pinpoint the things that are blessings in our lives, we'll have more reasons to be grateful. So this weekend, the things, because every time on Fridays we give you something to reflect on over the weekend. As you're going home from work, from all the hustle and bustle, and rest this weekend, make time and write down, journal, write down the things that are going so well in your life. The things that a few years ago you did not have. Someone said this very wonderful thing. He says, I'm not where I want to be, but at least I am not where I used to be.
Yeah.
So when you sit down and you begin to journal the things that are going so well in your life, you'd realize that actually you're living the best life ever you could have ever thought of. And once you do that, it gives you that posture of gratitude. So this morning, that is what we're encouraging you to do. Go out there this weekend and sit down, make time with yourself. Pick a pen and paper or pick your phone, your note, and start writing down the things that are going well in your life. And you'd realize that your heart will be so grateful for how far you've come.
Wow. Wow. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. I will do that.
You should.
Yeah.
I'll show you my gratitude book. I think it's almost full.
I don't know, but for me, sometimes it's everyone and how they go about your things.
Yeah.
For me, I think it will be hard for me to pick up a book and then start writing.
Oh.
What I normally do is to pass by places that I used to go. You get it. There was a time that I stopped everything. I drove all the way to Circle. All right. And I went to stand. I parked the car somewhere and I walked to where I used to take public transport. I went there, I stood there, and I said, God, thank you. And I went back. Yeah.
Wow, that's
anytime too, I'm driving by and I'm seeing a lot of people waiting for, transport.
Yeah.
And I'm driving past them.
Yes.
I'm like,
God, thank
you.
Yes.
I have a car now.
Yes.
Because I didn't have one way
Yeah.
back. And I used to ask myself questions, God, would that be when,
I remember those days though.
Yeah.
When we finish radio and we go and sit in the church.
We'll walk all the way from a certain junction to another junction.
To go and pick a car. And we're young journalists and we're very excited. We're not angry. We're not vexed.
We're not vexed.
We'll still buy Friday at the junction.
It just be say, sometimes you go see some of your colleagues. Then there's some ride inside and things. Then you ask yourself questions. I mean, it's okay. And everybody has felt that way, Simba. What we don't want you to do is for it to transcend into jealousy and envy, and then it gets that's not where it should go. But it's good to admire, and it's good to thank God, and it's good to pray.
Manifest what someone else has.
Yes,
like
one day,
manifesting Chioma's surprise. Yeah. Imagine say, not Juni Baba B. No, be Baba propose. Yeah, surprise baby.
But anybody who wants to do that, come and see me first. I'm the gateway.
I said who? I shoot you.
Please come and see me first. If you can't see me,
You're only seeing him because he knows my routine, and so he can tell you how you go feed for me.
I go.
It's June eBay.
Go mix everything for you.
Now, yeah, be from your studio. Near the mere cause I'm surprise place. Near big car so. Not event center. Not all my friends are there.
Wow.
It's been manifesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yes. Well, that's a wrap for our Daily Dose of Info for today. It's time for us to take a quick look at major happenings across the world. Next, getting straight into Coffee Daily, what is trending, and a whole lot more sports. Manchester United doing the Lord's work, even though they are the Red Devils. Yeah.
That was supposed to be a punchline, guys. Laugh.
Yeah. And Chelsea also is okay. Anyway, please enjoy. You say? Yes, my ex.
Your ex?
Yes, my ex.
You still talk about your ex? That's very disgusting.
I don't talk about my ex. I don't talk about my ex.
You just said their name. I wouldn't mention their name. Please, let's go and take a spot of music. When we come back, Coffee Daily is up next. You're welcome back to the AM Club. Of course, this is still the AM Club coming to you live from MX24 studios, all the other streets, East Legon, Accra, Ghana. It's now time for Coffee Daily. We're going to be looking at what is trending on X. We are trending, okay? We are trending, yeah. Just so you know. But before we get into all of that, let's talk about something we all want, and that is success. Everybody wants it. Everybody dreams of it. We all aspire to succeed and make a mark in life. We push ourselves to excel, enduring challenges along the way just to be successful. Chale, when work gets tough, and I bet it will, you need that extra boost to keep pushing forward. And on those days where you need somebody to be there for you, Cowbell Coffee will be by your side. It's a rich, creamy 3-in-1 blend with a great taste and aroma that will aid kickstart your day. So whether you're working or just creating beautiful memories with friends and loved ones, Cowbell Coffee will be there with you every single moment. So no matter where you're at, as you chase after those goals, keep Cowbell Coffee close to stay motivated and going. Remember, Cowbell Coffee is with you every single moment. Now let's check what's trending on X.
You said we were trending. You said we were trending.
MX24 is trending.
And of course we are trending.
You see, hard work, consistency, even though I'm telling y'all that consistency isn't loyalty, but consistency is a propeller of success. So we did some great stuff, okay? It's like I'm gonna pass the baton to you. Tell us what's happening on Twitter, or is it Twitter, or is X?
It's X. So, Keddy was here and doing what he does best. And Don Success says, hey, Keddy, at Sarkodie, make the right choice. As to why Sarkodie made the right choice, let's get into it.
Yeah.
What you say, straight out of Compton. Cause the school days try to be a hard boy. I know you be Thompson, rocking pumpkin. No, they won't blow my own horse, Calibos, tell them something. Come on, fish up Apollo, we more people, Hana no color. In some mama drop it fast, we dropping Mulucha, but not penny cover fellow, Shandy Polo here, color, what a joint. 77 is going down, and 11. J hallelujah, Kabaya heaven, and Upale, come around Pelem for Yali. Capita Motawa Becca, Cossi Langa, Tatawa Color Bufri, so what the way you got about Babu. Femona Bubi Babanina Boo. So no way of Cojan, no feel of Tomo Man, check it in the show, no, actually, Katiani Basabodasi. In fact, you know, we'll be here, that's late. Hardcore, no, this, I'm still on that. I'm a crab. I think the crab won't fit, bully to it. Come up and say, me hang your tree, but they get up for me, I'm going to give me head, they know why they shall call Sule, be rap. I'm on board like Mark. The rapper will be smart to be manga. Bani Mashik and Nisha Tabaraga. Please help. Pull up on a nigga with the bossy with the figure, say be later than the jigger, take off the follow something. I can't jigger, love, I feel like I have a finger on the trigger. Oh, I'll be your last killer.
Okay.
So you see why, you know, the tweet?
Yes.
No, it's fire.
Yeah.
No.
And
that was
comes to give us
choose.
Some clouds where they move. So what you see here, the cloud they move. What's here? Yeah. So as the cloud they move like that, that means say speed. So the guy.
So great work. This is MX Beats, I believe. Huh? Yeah.
On MX Live.
MX Live. Sorry.
Yeah.
MX Live? Oh, that's so terrible. MX
No. What the MX Beats?
MX Beats.
Yes, we need to get on the campuses.
No, we're going somewhere. Guys, okay. They told me they're taking me somewhere.
Where?
To the north.
Ogo North. Ogo Tamale.
But Corby.
Ogo Tamale da? You've not been to the north before?
No, never.
Oh, wow.
So if
when you get there, you understand that you are in the north.
Yeah, so wonderful stuff right there.
Because tell me why you get to the north and AC is on, if you like put AC on 14.
It's hot.
Or 13.
It's hot.
Still,
And yeah. Now I'm rethinking my decision to
They
go.
don't have a time for Ebia Ebia in Suatosi, you know. It rains heat in the north.
I'm rethinking.
But it's a beautiful. But
they have nice hotels, right?
Oh yeah.
But hotels have AC.
Oh yeah. Oh,
and you know how I do it. Once I travel, I'm not going outside. So wonderful work out there. Of course, because it was so great, we had this wonderful retweet from Sarkodie, which shows that he recognizes the work. And when you listen to him, it reminds me of when Sarkodie started.
Yeah, that's the tongue twisting.
Yeah, that's amazing. And he's doing it in Ga. AdWords.
Charlie.
AdWords, let's see you.
Don't miss that. Don't miss that, man. Person besides him, Obi Kasem, or say at the age of 25 years, you should have at least 25,000 Ghana cedis in your bank account.
Oh, give me the person's name.
Mimi.
What's his
Bishop
name?
Sam Owusu. And Sarkodie says 3,850 cedis more than I'm good to go.
A bit
late by better than nothing, I guess.
I wish there was so we need context to be able to respond to this. Okay, we need context.
At the age of 25, you should have 25.
Interview and post no choice because Bishop never can want something. I need to be careful.
25,000 Ghana cedis.
Because every from 1 year old who save thousands. I don't understand.
Well.
In this same economy that we're all born in.
Yeah.
The same Ghana.
Okay, let's get into the trends. A lot of sports trending. Maguire, so when Sedinam comes through, would be, punching him to find out why some things they happen.
Yeah.
So he has here. And Bilbao trending. Ghana police is trending. Happy new month still in a brand new month. Rakitic, Gobert, Mbappe, Europa League, Manchester United, Barca. Jesus Christ is trending. And then we've got the Black Star Experience, which is trending.
A+ is still trending.
A+ is still trending.
He's still insulting.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. He called him.
Hey.
He called him names.
Eh?
I think it's.
No, Prince Henry Koforidua says, Kwame AfroRnB, aka A+. Why did you delete your post on your wall? God bless our homeland, Ghana.
You were
deleting post.
So go back there and it's over there. It's right here.
This one. No, that is not true. What I said was because according to my information, you went to beg for. Okay, so this one is
what we talked about yesterday.
Yes.
He called him some very,
all right, Mama the President, Citizen Teshima says A+ diverted 2 million Ghana cedis from his common fund into his personal company account. Mental health patient AfroRnB alleged to do. Which AfroRnB is speaking. Or say, this Goma Central representative who bamboozled, people have words, so the good people of the constituency with a number of fake promises is totally fooling. Oh, he is not only impetuous, but heedless as well. Someone who is struggling to pass company law, contract law, constitutional law, etc. based off his wanting is now attacking someone who is cognoscenti. Hey, in that field, Charlie, today I'm learning words. I'm learning vocabulary. Wow.
Yeah, the disrespect on Honorable, Dr. Ayine is not. I think it's unwarranted. You know, you shouldn't come and call him names just because he says that you're lying about. And by the way, it's his character that you're defaming. You're calling him a thief. You're calling him names. And based on what you might have, what you said, allegedly. So the conversation was that he said Dr. Ayine, thief because, and I'm saying allegedly because again I don't, so he said Dr. Ayine went begging for money or asking.
But
for,
how is that thievery?
So during the campaign season, he went to collect money from one Mrs. Sledge allegedly, and that's what he used for the campaign. And then Dr. Ayine comes in to say that, listen, if we going for donations to finance our campaign, which, by the way, we didn't have money for, then all of us in Parliament are thieves. Yeah. Because 99% of us, including you, were supported with pickups and money to finance your... And every sane Ghanaian, every educated Ghanaian knows that campaigns are not totally financed by the politician. There are businessmen who are interested in the win of a certain political party, and so they will, put in some money.
Of course.
Now, he came back to say that what he actually said was that he took money from that Mr. Sledge to go and bribe parliamentary, committee be like that to approve something like that. And then he's saying, and then the conversation is also like, if 99% of the people on the committee are NDC people, why does he need to bribe them? Because those are his people. I mean, when you're looking at it logically, it makes no sense. But we are saying it from outside. And then you come and call him a fool, old fool, it wasn't necessary, honestly.
Yeah.
You could have made your case without having to call the very astute lawyer and a very honorable man like Dr. Ayine a fool or an old fool.
This is what I don't get. I mean, overall, I keep on saying this. Like, as for Ghana, Ghana, we don't know how to argue our points.
No,
we don't know. We have to add the insult. The insult, I don't know what it even does in the first place. Because at the end of the day, if you insult, then this one too comes to insult, and then it becomes a banter, and then now people want to throw fists. We just don't know how to argue and argue peacefully.
Make your case.
We don't know how to make a case and then back it with facts, and then that's it. You would find two people arguing about sports, and then this thing. Then all of a sudden, the mother and the father is being insulted, and this one and this one. We just don't know how to make a case. We don't know how to argue.
At all. It's really sad.
We don't know.
And everybody would have, in fact, lots of us would have thought that as he became an honorable, there are certain things he will not indulge in. And we're not saying that change. We're saying that you now occupy a position where lots of people, yes, you are a public figure. Everybody knew you to be a very vocal person when it comes to development issues and what have you. Now you are an honorable, representing a certain people who now directly are looking at you, including children. Unless, of course, you're telling me that you don't care about, what these children become in your constituency. So honestly, I think A+ should honestly tone down. If he has an accusation, he should go ahead, make his case, provide evidence, and move on. There's no need for the insult.
Apart, you see, there are certain things that you find yourself doing, or places that, or let's say, positions, or workplaces, or wherever it is, that you get into that would warrant you to change, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, you need to.
It would change you.
Yeah.
It has to change you in one way or the other. You need to bring that change upon yourself, whether you like it or not. Yeah. So, for me, I know the A+ that I knew. Yeah. And now I know the A+ that I know. I am expecting certain things to actually change.
I mean, on a lighter note, he actually warned us that he's not going to...
No, you see, I mean, we do know A+ for who A+ is. You get me? And it's been there since, all right? But I'm just saying that supposing he becomes president one day, would this still go on?
Would he be an insulting president?
Exactly.
And you see, what you're saying is a very good one, because I have actually, fingered him to be somebody who will represent the NPB one day. Because I feel like, just like the way I feel about KD Japan, I think they have good intentions. Their plans are sane. They have they have their people at heart. And with a lot of resources and support, they will do great. If one region is okay, that's one less region to worry about. Or one constituency, to not stress over. So I think that he should reconsider his position and some of his utterances. Honestly,
yes, because however, devoid of all the allegations that has been said against Dr. Ayine, and Dr. Ayine also saying certain things that he knows about A+ and scandals and what have you. You realize that when Doctor was speaking, we didn't hear any insult.
Of course, the Doctor will never insult him.
No. What if? Because, see, everybody has that in them.
Yeah.
Obiabetimi flip it anytime. You get me? We are Ghanaians. Anybody can just flip.
Human beings.
We are human beings.
You
get me?
Yeah.
But then the position you find yourself in will not allow you to do certain things.
Yeah.
Because if I'm from Goma Central, let me just leave it that way.
Ebehame, honestly, I love A+, and I need him to do better. I think that he's a fantastic young man. He's been able to show us what he could do for the people of
I tell you what,
and so
when he won,
oh man, I was excited.
When he won,
I was excited.
I was one of those
I went to his victory party.
I say I was one of those people. You know when your football team wins.
Yeah.
Me, when I saw this, I was like, that's what I did.
Oh no, yeah. I went to the victory party
because I was
I was so excited.
Charlie, yes.
One more celebrity, one more entertainer in this way.
I was like,
one more entertainer has been given the notch, and so far we have like two. We have two of them, and I am more. Dumelo and
we've got Dumelo, we've got A+. You know, if right now we start thinking about it.
Okay, these two people are who I know for sure, and so more of us could be in that space and excited, you know, and you know, enjoying the position of having a voice too. Speaking, even though he has said that on Hindi my creative be anti-creative.
No, are you talking of like member of parliament, right?
Yes.
But if you were talking, you know, positions in either this thing, we have a lot. We've got Abeku Santana, all of these people.
Oh no, but some ministers and council, so that's beyond that.
Okay. All right. Why is Ghana police trending?
Let's
get into it. Yes, so this is what I was talking to you about earlier on. Yes. So, Amaya Deborah says, kidnapped victims in a viral video rescued in Nigeria. All individuals seen in a recent viral video pleading for help have been safely rescued. According to police sources, the successful operation was led through a joint effort by the Inspector General of Police in Ghana and Nigeria, backed by state security agencies. Several suspects linked to a transnational kidnapping ring have already been arrested in both countries. Authorities say the victims are now receiving medical care and trauma support. Investigations are ongoing with more arrests expected. So,
these are the animals. And so the ladies standing there are the victims?
Yes, these two.
Oh!
These two. Andrew says, where did the kidnapping happen? Ghana or Nigeria? Organization says, who has the video? And you so don't want to even watch that video. It's, oh my God.
Paint a picture. Paint a picture.
I should paint a picture of the video. Both of them were actually stripped naked. Completely naked. And the one on the right side, she was actually tied up. And imagine being tied up and you're there and then they're using a machete to hit you. And she's bleeding. So that's the picture. And she keeps on begging. She keeps on begging. She keeps on begging. Yes. So yeah. This is it. So this is why Ghana police is also trending. The rest right here happens to be everything football and sports. So we'll leave that one for Seti to come through and give us more information on that one. And of course, later on, we would definitely engage Daphne with Black Star Experience too as well. A lot of conversations going on. We saw the president dancing, you know, yesterday.
He was proper hilarious the whole night.
Yeah.
He
said he'll be part of the fashion show.
Me may change that one.
Oh wow! No, I mean, I
it's
don't.
very possible.
Oh, very possible.
It's very possible.
Very possible. Very possible.
He model for Bondona and KOD.
Any one of them is fine. Any one of them is fine. But you know, I mean, he's the people's people.
Like,
so he would just come in.
I mean, the guy's so cool.
Oh yeah,
He's
he
so
would definitely
cool.
do it. He would definitely do it. I picture it right now.
Yeah.
I foresee it right now. And
amazing. Anywho, congratulations to them on a successful launch, but we're going to get into that pretty shortly. But of course, it's time to get into our stories for this morning.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
The end of a week, well, a long week it has been. Good morning, welcome to the Morning News on the AM Club. This is the 2nd of May 2025. My name is Augustine Edem Corby, saying it's time to recap what's been trending here in Ghana over the past 24 hours. Good morning.
good morning. What's up?
I'm cool. How are you?
What is happening?
Yesterday, President John Dramani Mahama launched the Black Star Experience. We know he's a part of his 120-day contract. He also made an announcement of it in the State of the Nation address that was delivered somewhere in February. So, well, it's been checked off the list, but a lot of questions are emanating as to not only the launch, but the implementation, because we've seen a lot of his initiatives as part of the 120-day contract being launched. The question is, how is it going to be implemented, and when is it going to be implemented? Is it because the 120-day contract is ending, we are seeing that he's beginning to launch them? What's with the implementation? So
When does the 120 end?
Next week. Next week, Wednesday.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
So it's more or less like a race against time.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so let's get into our stories for this morning and start off with yesterday being Workers' Day. President John Dramani Mahama called on public sector workers to break their silence when confronted with mismanagement within state-owned enterprises. Now, speaking at the May Day celebration held at the Black Star Square in Accra, President Mahama encouraged workers to boldly hold management accountable when they observe mismanagement, emphasizing that such silence often results in job losses and institutional collapse. Now, President Mahama also assured workers of his full backing should they choose to speak out. He also spoke about the privatization of the Electricity Company of Ghana, where he assured Ghanaians that ECG will not be privatized despite ongoing concerns about the state of the country's power sector. Now, let's take you back there and bring you some updates or some highlights from his speech.
Comrades and friends, many of you work in state-owned enterprises that have been atrociously managed over the last 8 years. I urge you not to keep quiet. When management is driving your enterprise into ruin, you are always the first to be affected by job losses when these institutions collapse. Your enterprise where you work belongs to you. They guarantee you lifelong employment, and so you must protect those enterprises. When things are going wrong, do not be afraid to say so. And as president, I will back and support you to set things right. Today we celebrate the sacrifices of workers in Ghana and around the globe. And we had a conference with SIGA, and we're giving the debt position of state-owned enterprises, and almost all of them are in debt. Even companies like Gihok Distilleries, where when I was president, they used to pay a little dividend to government. Today, they also owe. The question I ask is, how can you sell alcohol and be in debt? When Ghanaians are happy, we drink alcohol. When we are sad, we drink. When we are not happy, we are not sad, we drink. So how can you sell alcohol and lose? And so we are charging the management of state-owned enterprises and the workers. Let us work together to make sure that we make these institutions viable, because those institutions belong to all of us.
Now, organized labor has called on President John Dramani Mahama to exercise restraint in the ongoing process to remove the Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo from office, warning that the action could have far-reaching consequences for Ghana's democratic stability. The caution follows the suspension of the Chief Justice after a prima facie case was established in connection with at least with 3 separate petitions calling for her removal from office. Now, speaking at the 2025 May Day celebration at the Black Star Square yesterday, May 1, 2025, the Secretary of the Trade Union Congress, Joshua Ansah, expressed serious concerns over the development. He also spoke about the president's handling of galamsey in the country. Take a listen.
Galamsey. Mr. President, we in organized labor are surprised that 5 months into your reign, the galamsey menace is getting worse. The destruction of our environments, including our forests and water bodies, is increasing with rapidity. Mr. President, we expect you to provide leadership in stopping the menace of galamsey. We expect your government to immediately revoke, not amend, Legislative Instrument 2462. Remember, organized labor has a letter from your predecessor suspending the LI 2462. Pending its revocation, LI stands as a legal doorway through which reckless mining activities are taking root in ecological sensitive areas. We urge your administration, Mr. President, to take decisive action to close this chapter and lead a new approach that prioritizes environmental protection and responsible land use.
Now let's turn our focus to the minority leadership, as the minority leader in Parliament, Alexander Afenyo-Markin, has clarified that the upcoming demonstration scheduled for May 5, 2025 is not a solely New Patriotic Party initiative, that's the NPP initiative, but a broader national call to defend the independence of the judiciary. Now, speaking at a press conference on May 1, 2025, Alexander Afenyo-Markin stressed that the protest, which has been endorsed by several opposition political parties, seeks to register public displeasure over the recent suspension of the Chief Justice. He's therefore encouraging all Ghanaians who care about the democracy and the rule of law to join in the planned protest.
And to the people of Ghana, our fellow countrymen and women, we invite you to join us. This is not just about the few political parties determining to go on the streets. Of course, we are going on a peaceful demonstration. This is not Parliament's fight. It is a fight for every citizen who wants to live in a country where the law is supreme and no man, no matter how powerful, is above the law. We say that there must be an end to the division and the anger of the past. This government must tread with the greatest caution, always keeping tomorrow in mind when taking decisions today, because these decisions may shape future governance. If we continue down this path, we risk creating a culture of retaliatory politics, where successive governments are more focused on settling political scores than solving problems. Last but not the least, it is obvious that the bold attempt by Mr. President to nominate out of the blue 7 judges to the Supreme Court is the first major attempt at all that they have rehearsed, a third term agenda. All that the NDC is doing, all that our president is doing through the advice of the hawks of NDC is to set a third term agenda.
Let's also stay in the camp of the New Patriotic Party, as the party has announced that its national chairman, Stephen Ntim, has temporarily stepped away from the party's ongoing nationwide tour to address pressing matters. Now, in a statement issued on Thursday, May 1, 2025, and signed by the party's Director of Communications, Richard Ahiagba, the NPP assured members and the public that Mr. Ntim remains fully committed to the tour and will join the team shortly. The party expressed appreciation to its members for their continued support and enthusiasm, emphasizing the importance of unity and dedication as the tour progresses. Now, the nationwide tour, approved by the NPP's National Council, follows the party's defeat to the National Democratic Congress in the just-ended 2024 general elections. It is aimed at thanking supporters and the general public for their loyalty during the electoral process, while also fostering party unity and recognizing divine guidance. Let's walk you through the statement released by the party yesterday. National Chairman on brief break from the thank you tour, the New Patriotic Party wishes to inform all members and the public that the national chairman has taken a short break from the ongoing nationwide thank you tour to attend to some pressing matters. The national chairman remains fully committed to the tour and will join the team in due course. The party appreciates all members' continued support, enthusiasm, unwavering commitment and cooperation. Thank you, and was signed by the Director of Communications for the party, Richard Ahiagba. Away from that, the Ghana Police Service, in close collaboration with the National Signals Bureau and the Nigerian Police Force, has successfully rescued 2 female victims who were abducted and later apprehended and later appeared in a widely circulated distressing video. Now, the harrowing footage, which depicted the victims being mistreated, sparked widespread outrage and raised the alarm across both countries. Now, following an intensive joint operation, 8 individuals have been arrested in connection with the case. Arrests were executed in both Ghana and Nigeria, where suspects were found hiding in various locations. The operation demonstrated strong cross-border operations between the country's security agencies. A statement issued by the Ghana Police Service confirmed the rescue of the victims and the detention of the suspects. Authorities indicate that additional details surrounding the operation will be disclosed as investigation progresses. They put out a statement on their social media page. Let's walk you through what that post entails. Victims in viral kidnapping video rescued, 8 suspects arrested. The Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the National Signals Bureau, NSB, and the Nigerian Police Force, has rescued the 2 female victims of kidnapping captured on video, which went viral. 8 suspects have so far been arrested in connection with the crime from their hideouts in Ghana and Nigeria. Further details will be shared in due course. The Ghana Police Service is immensely grateful to the NSB and the Nigerian Police Force for their collaboration and support in the rescue and arrest operations. A statement released by the Ghana Police Service. Now, finally, the Black Star Experience, the overreaching program for tourism, culture, and creative arts industry, has been launched. The Black Star Experience is the NDC's flagship culture, arts, and tourism initiative that is seeking to redefine and affirm our Ghanaian identity, attract investments, create jobs, and increase tourism. It will undertake a year-round celebration in all major entertainment, artistic, and educational disciplines. Now, according to the president who spoke at the launch yesterday, the Black Star Experience will be the government's flagship initiative aimed at establishing Ghana as the gateway to Africa for the global diaspora. Let's take a listen to some highlights from his speech.
Before I read my speech, as has become my practice nowadays, this has been a beautiful event. And I want to thank Jifar, the ministry, Rex Omar, and all those involved in the Black Star Experience, because it's a multifaceted component of our whole tourism experience. Black Star Experience is the overarching Superdome of everything that is a component under it, and Rex Omar expatiated that very well. Today we're doing this at a historical monument. You know, in 1957 we gained independence, and in addition to the Black Star Square, which is to our right, we have this monument which is called the Independence Arc. Now, if you're a student of history, you know what arcs represent. In the past, Alexander the Great, Otto von Bismarck, Napoleon, all of them, when they went to war and they were victorious, an arc was built to commemorate the victory that they had gained. And so when Kwame Nkrumah gained us our independence in 1957, this arc is the monument to actually memorialize our independence. And that's why when you see on top there, you see AD 1957. For those who understand Latin, AD means Anno Domino, and AD represents after Christ. So we have two ages in all our history. We have before Christ, which is called BC, and then we have AD, which is after Christ. And so Anno Domino, the year of 1957, Ghana chalked a success, and this arc was built to commemorate that success. And when it was built, Kwame Nkrumah, together with his Pan-Africanist comrades, Marcus Garvey, W.E.B. Du Bois, and all of them, they envisaged the concept of the Black Star. Because in all our history, you look in the sky, you see a star shining. Because we are miles away, you can see it glitter. But when you go closer, it might not necessarily be white. It could be a different color. And so in all the commemoration of the stars in the sky, it was envisaged that Ghana, the first country to gain independence, was going to be the star of all of Black Africa, including the diaspora. And that is why Kwame Nkrumah talked about the Black Star, the African personality, and all that, to make us proud in our identity and who we were. In the last 8 years, attempts have been made to suppress the role Kwame Nkrumah played. Our tourism experience, something that to at least give something back as a nation to them in their trying times. Ladies and gentlemen, we gather in front of the Independence Arc to relaunch the Black Star. That's our forebears, Nkrumah, and not only Nkrumah,
So those were some highlights from the launch of the Black Star experience by President John Dramani Mahama yesterday from the Black Star Monument here in Accra. We know there's a part of his 120-day contract. A lot of questions. Is there a race against time, given the fact that the 120-day contract is going to elapse on the 7th of May 2025? That's next week, Wednesday. Well, your guess is as good as mine. Only time will tell how many achievements or how many on the 120-day contract list will he be able to chalk before it expires on the 7th of May 2025. But that's how we wrap up the news here on the AM Club. My name is Augustine Edem Corby. Remember to join us online. There's more news when you visit mx24online.com or join us on social media pages on MX24GH and MX24 News. Enjoy the weekend.
Listen, thank you so much for coming in with the very best of first. I was about to say sports. Yeah, in-depth stories, and of course, Charlie Black Star experience coming in handy and all. Bless. All right, guys, time for us to take a breather. When we come back, it's sports time. We'll be right back.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun fearless and factual.
Hello. Welcome along to fantastic Freaky Friday edition of Sports on the AM Club. My name is always will continue to be Edem Edmund. I don't know why I just like to stretch my name, but remember that we are supported right here on the AM Club with sports by Betway. Betway is always bringing you way more chances to win each and every time. This time, it's all about the bet influencer. So become the next biggest bet influencer in Ghana today. Yes, all you need to do is, stake your bet and then share your booking code. How do you do that? Log on to www.betway.com.gh this very second and stake that all-important bet. The code, there's a booking code. Share it with your friends, your family. Yes, I know family members of yours who want to win cash this weekend. And I know your followers on social media alike want to also enjoy some goodies. So share it with everyone and get to earn 4% of whatever they wager. It's that simple. So the more people who stake with your booking code, the more you get to earn. So whether the bet wins or loses, it's a game of probabilities. So just log on to www.betway.com.gh. Start betting and sharing your codes this very minute. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Yes, remember to always bet responsibly. With Betway, you guarantee to always get way more. That's why we've got exclusives like this for you. Good morning. How do it D? Hope everything is cool. The weekend is going to be fun, starting in about a couple of hours. Jay, your team is playing this evening.
Edem Adofoli. Yo. Yes, we are
It's
poised.
Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Manchester City this evening, and Matthias Cunha will be facing Matheus Nunes, who both used to play for the same club.
Edem, good morning.
Morning.
You did not greet me, so I'm greeting you.
Oh, I greeted good morning. And
You said good morning, Kojo.
No.
You said Jay.
No. Pause.
It's fine. Let's move on.
No. So I said good morning.
My name is Mayor.
And then I picked on Jay with his team.
No. After 5 minutes.
Anyway, what's in the world of sports?
Edem Adofoli.
That is not my name.
That is not your name. Is that not how you pronounce your name?
No.
That's how you mention your name.
No, today I went, my name is Edem.
That's not what you did.
That's what I did.
Do you want to go and watch back what you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should actually. Yeah. Anywho, what's in the world of
Anyways,
sports?
happy birthday going out to the man, David Beckham. Today, he's 50. Yes, David Beckham.
50 years.
Why are you shouting?
He's 50 years.
Yeah, he's 50 today.
Oh, he doesn't look 50.
Victoria Beckham. Victoria Beckham.
Victoria Beckham.
Anyways, let's get into it to start off from the national side of things. And we're going to be starting off with the Black Starlets, who are all the way inside Egypt. And it gets to start off today. But finally, about 24 hours to kick off time for the Black Starlets. The squad has finally been released. Journalists and sports followers alike had been clamoring for the squad to be released. But the FA decided the CAF would drop the squad prior to them dropping it. Now, going into that game versus DR Congo much later today, the game is scheduled to kick off at exactly 1800 hours. That is 6 p.m. GMT, but it will be 9 p.m. local time. Wishing the Black Starlets all the best of luck as the top two from this particular group go through into the quarterfinal, and the final four in the entire competition goes through to Chile for the Under-20 World Cup. Moving on and getting into Europe, where yesterday it was all joy for the red side of Manchester as they went into Bilbao and got the much needed result. They beat Atletico Bilbao in the first leg of the semi-final of the Europa League by 3-0. First leg of their Europa League semi-final tie against Athletic Club de Bilbao. Now, in the other results, yes, Tottenham Hotspur decided it was time to get a result against Bodo Glimt. So the entire population of the town that Bodo Glimt play in can fit in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and still leave excesses of 20,000 seats. Yes, so Tottenham Hotspur made light work of Bodo Glimt in that first leg. Now, when you go into the Conference League, Chelsea traveled away to Sweden and got the much-needed result of 4-1. It ended in that one. In the second semi-final for the Conference League, yes, Real Betis had Anthony scoring the final goal as it ended it ended in favor of Real Betis. They'll get to travel to Fiorentina for the return leg. The goal separating them is, the difference is only one. So it's really, really slim in that regard. And anything and everything can happen in the second legs of those ties. Now let's get talking. It's been a while since we did tennis. Yes, there's a lot happening in tennis as well. But power has hampered a tournament in Spain. However, the tournament has gotten back underway and we are at the semi-final stages. We are done with the female semi-final, and I'm talking about the Madrid Open, where reigning champion, yes, Iga Swiatek, yes, she suffered a crushing defeat, 6-1, 6-1 to Coco Gauff, who is back in the Madrid Open. Valenka Coco Golf final. It's going to be interesting. But quick updates from the NBA before I run away from here. Yes, the New York Knicks have found a way to dump out the Pistons out of the first round of the playoffs. So the New York Knicks will now go on to face the Boston Celtics in the next round of that particular playoff series. A lot of games still going on. One game has even been stretched to game number 7. Yes, so it's 3 apiece in that one. It's the LA Lakers and the Denver Nuggets. It's getting really interesting. So whoever wins the next game gets to take it all. This weekend it's going to be fascinating, as in Ghana we'll be having the Super 2 clash, our own version of the El Clasico. I'm talking about the biggest derby in Ghanaian football. It's Hearts of Oak versus Kumasi Asante Kotoko at the Accra Sports Stadium. 3 p.m. Sunday, be there. And also remember that Liverpool get to enjoy their first guard of honor after winning the EPL this weekend when they travel to Stamford Bridge to play Chelsea. It's Chelsea-Liverpool in the biggest clash of the weekend for the EPL. When you cross the pond and get into the United States, it's going to be fantastic at the Hard Rock Stadium. It's the car park, but that is where the action is going to be with regards to Formula One. A lot of interesting things happening. Lewis Hamilton saying he's going to struggle for a couple of weeks more with regards to Ferrari. Ferrari also have a very interesting livery, which looks, people have compared it to the look of an eraser. But we'll see what happens. A lot of interesting liveries happening in there, but you would expect that whoever has got the pace to win that race. My name's Edem Adofoli. We're back at 4 p.m. with more on all these stories and more. About to delve deep, bring you the very latest, and drop some cool predictions for you to make. You know how we do. The octopus is back. More scoreline for the Mandem. Guys, we're held down by Betway. Yes, I'll be sharing the codes with you much later because maybe, who knows, I might be the next big betting influencer. We're talking about being the betting influencer next. You want to just get some more money, 4% of whatever anyone stakes using your code. That is their wager. So just log on to www.betway.com.gh this very minute. Start staking and sharing your booking codes, so as to earn some cool cash. Whether it wins or it loses, you still earn cool cash. So it's a no-brainer. It's exclusive, only to betway.com.gh. What are you waiting for? Log on, start playing today. Remember that it's regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. With Betway, you're always guaranteed to get way more.
Thank you so much for coming through with those sports and stories. Now catch up with all the fun, the breaking news stories, sports and business insight on mx24online.com. Now it's time to dive deep into the world of entertainment and showbiz, and Daphne Flashley will be coming through with that pretty shortly, right after the short commercial break. Be right back.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports update, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
morning. It's a Friday. Because I'm so excited that it's already weekend. Good morning, everybody. It's a Friday. I'm excited, and you're welcome to Intimate News segments right here as I give you everything that is trending in Ghana, in Africa, and beyond. And there's so much for us to talk about. So just wait, relax, and we'll get your popcorn, and we'll get into it. Good morning, everybody.
Popcorn, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I said juice nearby. I said concert by. I said.
And popcorn and cowboy coffee. You see the milk? Wait. Let me land.
Okay, you land.
When they are done with popcorn, the powder milk they put in it. Let's try cowboy coffee.
Oh, actually, I've had that.
You see?
Actually, I've had that. Actually, I've had that.
You've had that with cowboy coffee around the popcorn.
I'm not advertising for them, but there's this popcorn company just across us.
Yeah.
A guy, some pre-man popcorn or something like that. Yeah, they do the coffee, they do caramel, they do the milk, they do.
So you see?
Yeah.
So let's try. Let's all try. JKD, try it this weekend, and then we'll have group.
We'll regroup. Talk about it. How are you doing?
Cowboy coffee. You guys should sign me. You see, the other time I did pancake with cowboy coffee. Now I'm doing popcorn.
How did the pancake go?
Perfect.
Yeah?
Perfecto. Perfect. And then you start to pour the cowboy coffee
on it.
Drizzle it on it. Sprinkle it. A little hint of coffee. A little hint of... Hints cry day.
It's not a mission. A little hint. No,
I know.
How are you doing?
I hope you're doing well.
I'm blessed. Beautiful.
You look lovely. Yesterday I was hyping you up, right? After you, no other you.
You better know.
You
better know. Oh yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You were so when it came to me. What is good about this morning? No, what is good about this morning as she was all the media. What is good about the morning?
I'm sorry.
I am asking you. What is good about the morning?
And I'm sure this is the same question that Black Sherif fans are going to be asking in the UK after he's cancelled the tour.
That's what makes her a great host. Somehow she uses her misfortune with you. Ties into her story. Please go ahead.
Go into the story.
That's the same question they're going to be asking. Black Sherif, what's good about the morning?
Exactly.
After you've made us book tickets, some people traveled, some people have booked accommodation and everything, and then you're cancelling Iron Boy tour.
Are they?
Not even cancelling though. He's postponing. But almost the next stop he's supposed to be in, he's been postponed. He has postponed it, and then he said the date is duly going to be.
What are the reasons?
I don't even know the reasons.
He didn't give us a reason.
Yes, but he didn't give us. He just posted that it's been postponed. Maybe it's to their is a sick. I don't know what it is, but people are not happy about that at all. Yeah, so let's quickly get into it. Ghanaian musician Black Sherif has postponed the UK leg of his Iron Boy tour due to increasing demand and a desire to deliver an exceptional experience to fans. The new dates will be announced soon and all existing tickets will remain valid. However, fans have expressed frustration over the late notice just 2 days before the first show, citing travel and accommodation plans that have already been made. Despite the UK postponement, the rest of the European tour dates will proceed as scheduled.
Okay.
Listen.
First, let me start from the fans aspect. Sure.
Oh, as you can see, due to increasing demand, we are rescheduling the UK days to give you guys an incredible experience. The UK means a lot to my journey, and this sophomore album, we're working hard to lock in the new dates, and that if you've already got your tickets, it will still be valid. Important to note, all those European dates stand as planned. Sincere apologies, Iron Boy and RBA.
Yeah, so I was trying to say that from the fan side, this is not good, because if you're working young adults in the UK, you have to take time off to do some of these things. And some of them live outside the location, so they need to book for accommodation. Some of these people, they don't get their refunds back because of date and what have you. So I think it will be unfortunate. But
yeah, I didn't get refund for Whiskey not coming in 2020.
but that's Ghana. Hey, now I'm sure they can sue them. They can sue them. So that is also something that could be considered. But organization of events in the UK, a big case. Twice I was, and the event was cancelled.
Yes.
When I landed in the country.
Wow.
And so for me, like, location is one. Sometimes when they check the numbers, it's not numbering and venue car because it's expensive.
I think they're getting an increased demand.
If it's my publicity, maybe okay. Again, location. If the numbers are beyond the capacity of the space, they will not allow them to host it. To hold it. Do you get what I mean? So, to be honest with you, it's unfortunate, but maybe it definitely is to the advantage because. And this Ghana say like an event was cancelled, a location was not approved the day before yesterday.
Yes, and they
the next day they found the location, booked it, and had the event. It doesn't work like that.
Even Maverick City.
The day before.
The morning. The morning.
They switched locations. Events went smoothly. It didn't change anything. Yes, you cannot get that kind of emergency accommodation. One thing you could 10 times what you were supposed to pay for the space. So there are lots of things that come to play. The only good news here is that the tickets are valid. So these fans need to find a way quickly to see how they can sort out the accommodations they paid for, and then you know
rewrite another excuse duty.
Excuse duty. And
oh, for some reason Ghana is sweet. Sometimes, you know.
Yeah, you see.
You know.
Yeah, I could pay baby cry. Nipa no say we are down what's our friend. When your location, we event, what could that?
Can you imagine? All right, we're moving away from that, and this is good news. We have Mr. Easy, who is starring in the F1 movie album. That's a big one. So Formula One movie album, and Mr. Easy is starring into it. I'm super excited about that. Yeah. Other musicians like Cynthia Erivo and the rest are in it, so it's big, okay? So let's quickly get into it. Global music icon Mr. Easy has been featured on the official soundtrack for the upcoming Formula One movie with his track Attention, alongside notable artists like Ed Sheeran, Doja Cat, Burna Boy, and Tiesto. Mr. Easy expressed his honor in having his music associated with Formula One, describing Attention as a song for those addicted to the thrill of the ride. The track blends African rhythm and cinematic intensity, further solidifying Mr. Easy's influence as a global ambassador for African music. The album, Formula One, will be released on January 27th, 2025, coinciding with the film's theatrical release. I'm happy about that. Oh, so we have the people. So we have Ed Sheeran, Rosé is on it, Burna Boy, good. Roddy Ricch, love that. That's a good comeback for Roddy Ricch because we've not really heard much about Roddy. Darko. Oh, look at Africa. Period. Darko is there. Mr. Easy is there. Sexy Red is there. I don't know what she's gonna sing about. Doja Cat, Riot's a good one. Don Toliver is a good one. Tiesto is a good one. So forth and so on. You know Sexy Red songs. I can't sing it here. I'll be fired this morning if I sing Sexy Red.
I don't know her.
Well, if your father hears you listening to Sexy
that day is when he will disown me.
He'll just disown you. He'll go, you do shoo. Yes. Oh, Charlie.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. Sexy Red songs are interesting. Let's move away from Sexy Red before they say we mention it themselves. But anyway, that's a big one. Congratulations to Mr. Easy. All right, let's move on to some international, but for African. So I see. Mimi, who do you think created Afrobeat?
Oh, Afrobeat, this argument. I think from one of my conversations here, I hear Afrobeat is a mix of genres. It's not genre bako.
Which artist do you think created Afrobeat?
Artist, Afrobeat.
JKD.
No, I don't know.
Fela Kuti.
Fela Kuti.
Fela.
Created Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Well, Akon said he created. Akon, P Square, Mr. Baby, clap his music. First of all, you're the kind of woman that stays on my mind. But the other girls wanna jump on your behind. It's your seduction to make sure that we stay in line. Sex drunk corrupting, cause I don't want for your time. Tie-eye, tie-eye. Even though I make real dough, you're the reason to be more. Yeah. I'm the point that's you.
that is Afrobeat. Yes, she created it.
No, what snap?
We have money.
You said chop my money.
No,
throw
we
more
haven't.
money.
We have money. They didn't tell us. You know,
Yeah, we are coming to
do the story.
do the story.
You send me Momo, send me money.
Do you remember that thing that was trending? Send me money. Send me money. I love you.
I love you more. Anywho, if that makes him sleep at night, nowadays I'm not going to blast anybody for claiming anything.
But you could have made him sleep at night in your room. You go to sit on Cheryl Shepherd's show, which the video will play shortly. And he said that he...
Okay, I mean...
But those times, the song you people sing and I be what?
Feature.
But it's one feature for inside the be still Afrobeat.
Wait. Listen. In the video and in the story, which I'm going to read shortly and we'll get where he's coming from. I understand where he's coming from. You didn't create it. You helped. Because he said his last album was 2008. Since then, he put Wizkid on. He signed Wizkid first. He signed Banky W. He didn't know, like, Afrobeat, like, these are people that, you know, took the genre of Fela Kuti and then mix some, took that Lumbeso, this one, and mix some, and then it became Afrobeat. But you
maybe if you even put it that way. Listen, let's watch the video.
Okay,
so
let's take a look at the video, then we'll get more into the story.
Time just flew past. Literally, time flew past. I mean, it was the craziest thing because when I 2008 was my last official album.
All right.
Which was the Freedom album. And then I was producing the music for the World Cup in 2010.
For FIFA, yes.
Went to South Africa, and then from there I ended up landing in Nigeria. And what we created in Nigeria was what you see now and hear as Afrobeats, right? So Wizkid was the first artist that we signed back in 2008. We went to go work with him and Banky W in Nigeria, and then from there we just started developing acts like, you know, P Square, and I mean, you name it. I mean, the band.
How does it feel to know, because now you've opened the door for all of this African music that we now embrace.
Right.
And these kids who know who Burna Boy is.
Right.
How does that feel to know you just opened up that door?
Again, it's the road God put me in. I just feel like I'm a beacon to somebody's success. I don't know who's it gonna be, but everything we've touched so far has been really successful, and I'm appreciative of that.
Well, God bless you,
Whew.
Where's the lie? Where is the lie?
That's what I'm saying, that he helped. He didn't, you know, he said he create. The thing is, the word, you gotta.
Okay, let me tell you something.
And also, let's be honest, P Square, by that time, P Square was P Square.
They were not doing Afro beats.
What is pom 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 pom? What? What genre is pom? What genre is that one?
What is pom 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 pom?
Pum pum.
This is not temptation. This is not temptation.
Is what?
Nice word.
Motivational music.
Is what?
Motivational.
I'm thinking that would be more get towards the romantic
R&B.
into blues, R&B side. We have to look for the genres for these ones.
Okay.
This is not temptation.
With a little confusion. Infatuation.
As I raise this song, if they don't play the song,
where did they go find it?
they can play them.
Hey.
This not temptation. I'm on my tie. That can't be me. Keep on playing the song. You have to play the song.
Do you see how the next one put it on?
It's not temptation.
With a little confusion, infatuation. Oh no. Oh, my friends, they call me number 10. They play like a coach, like a Ronaldo. Be close,
You forgot that she's Nigerian.
Anyway.
This one is 33 sounds
now. Sorry.
It's okay.
Now and claim that Afrobeat genre. Because when he started building the Afrobeat stars, the Whiskey W's, before the Davidos and the other ones came, they were the ones that were known for this this is Jenna. And they were the ones that put, and he was part of the people that pushed the agenda of Afrobeat. So let him own it.
Let him own it.
You
sorry,
that's,
please.
you know.
Please own it. Yeah, sorry.
It is well.
Yes, sorry. It is very well. We wanted to read some tweets, but they are mean. After, we won't read it again. We won't read it again soon.
The tweets are mean.
Yes, they are mean.
It's devoid of insults.
No, not really, but it's
There are insults in there.
It's some.
Oh, then we'll read.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed Friday's special entertainment news segment. My name is Daphne Flashy. As usual, I bring the sauce and I bring the jills and everything else in the show. You understand what I'm saying? After me, there's no other me.
No.
Yes. All right. I'll see you and I'll come your way same time next week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Over to you guys.
We have to start doing chimpe in this house.
What do you mean?
And after you. You don't know chimpe. You don't know after you.
I don't know after you. I know chimpe. When you're holding your food or if you're holding your food, someone says
chimpe.
Chimpe.
But you don't know after you.
No.
Hi. She doesn't know after you. Do you know after you? I'm almost school then, I'm quiet.
International
schools. We don't do
international school. I went to an international school too.
And you did after you?
No, not there.
In your area.
After you.
After you. Any idea?
That one, you are.
Then the Gen Zs, they will not know.
That one is not Chimpe. It's like Chimpe Pro Max. Like you're drinking water.
I'm after you.
Then it says after you. So wherever you are, no, you stop. You consider it's like a human empathy. Because who didn't know after you? Let's just say,
all of us did after you.
Oh yeah, leftover.
Now
yesterday I told you a story about one of my childhood fears. Today I'm going to add one. Is don't take any food from anybody's mouth because of my obey. The way it's got stuck in my head. My mother told me that. So when someone is drinking, you remember the ice water and pure ice water first, ice water, and then there was this pookie.
Yeah, pookie, yeah.
I'll be so tempted to say after young some, but they said I'll get to witchcraft. So
your mom did well.
Hey, my mom did super.
Before you let me go, you hijacked me.
Well, in today's dynamic business environment, a robust workforce is pivotal to achieving success. This is why we have thoughtfully designed our corporate health insurance plans to empower your employees and bolster your organization's performance. Now, with Equity Health Insurance, your investment transcends ordinary insurance. It represents a commitment to the future of your company. Our health plans are individually tailored to accommodate the unique needs of your employees, offering comprehensive coverage and exceptional benefits. Our support goes beyond administrative tasks and premiums. At Equity Health Insurance, we are dedicated to standing by your side throughout the entire journey. So please feel free to reach out to us on 050-1515-124 or 0539-135073 so that we can further enhance the level of service we provide to you. Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you.
Telecel Cash. Telecel Cash.
That is the name we want. Telecel. You know that today is Friday.
And
today is Friday.
Telecash. Telecel Cash. All right. Your secure and convenient cash platform is still offering the lowest charges ever. Just a low crash.
The history.
Even better, sending money from your Telecel Cash to Telecel Cash is still free on the Telecel Play app. All right. So whether you are paying school fees or sending cash to your favorite people, send it, send it, all right? Remember, you can make payment to all other networks anywhere cash transfer is accepted as a means of payment. Dial *110#, *110#, or download the Telecel Play app today. Now send it, send it.
Send it.
All right, that wraps it up for Coffee Daily, and I know you've enjoyed it. Yes, Daphne came here and giving pom. What is that? Pom.
Adults like you behaving like this on television. It's not right.
What was it right?
Okay, Lifestyle Daily segment is up next. Okay.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
technical terms, I would say that I'm a waste manager. By in a layman's understanding, I would say I'm a baller boy.
When you hear the name Waste Man Ghana, I should tell you something.
The stigmatization.
My name is Mark Benjamin.
My name is Edem.
I'm into the business of waste management, solid waste management.
I'm a waste manager. By in a layman's understanding, I would say I'm a baller boy.
We are into the management of solid waste for both domestics and commercial. We are focused on a more sustainable way of managing waste.
Initially, we wanted to go into plastic collection because we saw that every time you go out there, you will see an element of plastic.
So we realized that, okay, every waste that's lifted from the households, the commercial places, they are all sent to the landfill site. What could be done to those wastes? We try to find out exactly what is not being done. Okay, why are they not being recycled? Because we are trying to solve a problem, so we came up with the idea of separation of the waste from source. It has been very challenging because it's hard to get the people to, okay, separate your waste. Like, this is what we stand for, so we need you to separate your waste. At the end, we are promoting recycling.
Number 2, the stigmatization. One day, somebody once told me, you're a fine guy and then you're entering into waste management. After all the school and everything, you're going to waste management. And I was like, really?
I would say it's a perfect initiative because the majority don't have the support, don't have the funding to get things done. And I believe the youth have ideas. I mean, some of the youth have wonderful ideas. So this initiative, I think it's an awesome one, a perfect one. So currently we have 50 employees.
Both the field and the office. Just imagine if we expand to other regions, we can be able to absorb more people.
So I've been working with Wasteman for 6 months now. Here so far in the 6 months it's been great. It's a good working environment, very friendly, very encouraging, very supportive.
Our doctor, I'm a ganyo, I'm a globe, they said a yinide, Megado Jessica, I'm a Polola, Nidonye, Labe, New York, Katamia, here, I call me up a door. O nana bele besoso roba nenye be miafa moto ble eben nde hiami kwa o pogbo be nde sare le tepe.
One thing that we realized when we came into waste management was there was no data on waste. So when we started, we make sure we get data. So I could tell you that all our customers will be serving for these 3 years, the new ones coming. We know the quantity of waste they produce every month.
Wasteman, they are doing an amazing job, and the way they approach their customer, even think of if any benefit or any suggestion that they need from us to even add up here. I think they are doing an amazing job. Coming to pick up our waste on time, and I would just tell them that they should keep doing the good work they are doing.
I see Wasteman to take up the mantle of household waste in the whole of the country.
We'll say for sure we are not there yet, but we believe we are doing an awesome work. What I would tell somebody who wants to start a business, look at your idea, look at real problems to solve. And once you start, your vision will drive you, it will keep you going. I remember all we could afford from the start was 2 waste bins. That was all we could afford, like from the pocket. Okay, let's do it. So we started with it.
Problem you okay? Le mi afa gbo ma kude egbedudu onwa ola gbagba jembe you aten ade kuki mo katara ta megale jidempo no abo over door vibe no yeji.
Well done, Team Wasteman. We are so proud of you.
If we can do it, you can also do it. My name is Edem. I'm a waste manager. Ghana grows. Hope they.
grows. Hope Day.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes, so what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
I am the businessman I am today because I scoured the world to find that feeling my clients want to wear. Yes! This country makes it its business to inspire at every moment. Here, there's a feeling that can only be South Africa. So come touch, taste, and live South Africa. There's so much more to see.
Michael has been exceptional, surpassed all his targets. Let's hear from this year's Staff of the Year.
This wouldn't be possible without a strong relationship. You've been with me through university. All those days of studying together just to ace those tests, which we did, by the way. And those days of the side hustles, you were there. All of these have prepared me for this moment. Cowbell Coffee has been there with me every single step of the way.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Made the right choice because this moment is a moment of truth where we get to learn and unlearn outdated norms because you people, there's a new age, new decisions, new ideas, and this obviously has applied to relationships. That people are beginning to ask for a 50-50 relationship. Somebody told me that if a guy comes into your life and says, let's do a 50-50 thing, that's a red flag. So let them go. I said red flag, maybe I do no. But we're going to get into that big conversation pretty soon. Our guest is already seated. But before we get into that, let's talk about some amazing plans Equity Health Insurance has for you. They call this one Equity Micro Health Plan. Now, healthcare should be affordable and accessible to everyone, regardless of financial status. With this in mind, Equity Health Insurance introduces the Micro Health Plan, a cost-effective health insurance solution tailored for market traders, artisans, small business owners, and low-income earners. Now, for as little as 52 Ghana cedis per month, 52 Ghana cedis per month, you get access to outpatient and inpatient care, consultations, and with accredited health professionals, emergency medical assistance, and essential medications and diagnostic tests. Now, the micro health plan is built to ease actually the burden of health care costs, ensuring that quality medical services are within reach for individuals and families. Secure your health today. Contact us on 050-933-9414 or 050-9969-010 to enroll today. Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you. Now, with Jibu Water, staying refreshed has never been easier. Now, Jibu Water provides clean, healthy water that you can trust as your go-to source for drinking and cooking. Now, with our options of innovative 20-liter bottles and, of course, 18.9-liter bottles, your dispensers will have a breath of new life as our clean, hygienic Jibu water flows through them for your consumption. Now, whether you need a cool drink to quench your thirst or fresh cooking water to make your meals taste its best, Jibu water is the answer to your clean water needs. Now, order yours today on 020-9845-817. That's 020-9845-817. Or visit our website at www.jibuco.com/GH for more information about our brand, Jibu Water, a better life. Now, for our big conversation today, we are discussing managing finances in marriage. Who covers what? Now, we explore the intricacies financial management within a marriage, addressing the critical question of who covers what expenses. We will discuss various approaches to budgeting as a couple, where the importance of open communication about finances and how different backgrounds and values can influence financial roles. Joining us for the conversation this morning is none other. This man, he has the know-how. In fact, I don't know who better could have had this conversation. He has counseled many marriages, many relationships. I'm pretty sure many of which, when they walk out of his office, they'll be like, so I'm pretty sure we're ready for this conversation. It's none other than Councillor Frank Edem Adofoli, popularly known as Councillor Adofoli, Councillor and Alternative Dispute Resolution Practitioner, CEO Marriage Consult Limited. Good morning.
Good morning.
When they leave your office, they'll be like, why are we like this? but great job. I got to know about you. I was new in media, and I remember we used to go for those events outside and they say, oh, that's Councillor Adofoli. I'm like, hey. But I was a little girl, so I couldn't get close. I'm here, he said, today having a conversation with him. It's proud moments. And every time we sit here, we are very clear in our minds that we're going to get answers for our conversations. Now, let's go into the big conversation. Before marriage, I know my producers, that wasn't a plan, but let's start from the top. The root cause. Where, when you're dating, you don't mind doing the cooking, you don't mind taking his clothes to the laundry, and so what about fire and no as your job? And then when we are talking the marriage ceremony itself, or what is the wife supposed to take care of in our Ghanaian culture? What is the family of the wife herself supposed to take care of, and what is the man supposed to take care of? Let's start from there.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Now, with our culture, we have norms and values depending on the family and where you go. And so when you go to Rome, we do as Romans do. So when you go to the accounts community, some of their bride prices are different from when you come to the airways. And when you go to the north and come to the Ghana. So every culture comes with different kind of bride price. But we know that the customary marriage, the traditional marriage, is also coming for a wedding. So it's the family of the bride which is hosting you. So in terms of what they put together for you to come, they take care of it.
Like the food.
The food, the ceremony, whatever they do.
The setup and everything. Oh.
Yes. But the bride price, you have to fulfill those parts of the deal for you to
So please, clarity. So the engagement is a woman that...
They are hosting you as a family.
You. So they have to cook for you, they have to do the setup for you, they have to give you a good environment.
Yes.
And engagement in man they take it.
The family.
I didn't know. Okay. Now I know. I thank God for the show. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay.
So people have a lot of issue because of the wedding.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the engagement, we know that the family we are going to, the hostess, and the family want to show to where that, look, we also have something. We also have someone behind us. So they put out a show for you. Even before you enter, they welcome you very well. Make sure you sit down and relax and give you the drink or whatever it is. But when he comes in and fulfill all righteously, we're talking about the bride price, or you have to take care of to perform the custom duty. When you are done with that, traditionally you are married under our custom.
Yes.
But when we are talking about this white wedding, we go into the church and other things. That's where the problem is. Because in this place, it's the two of you who want to do this. So the lady is saying to the man that since you want to marry me, this is your gift to me. The man is also saying that, well, I can do it. This is my strength. Can you support me one way or the other? So we've had a couples who are more mature, more understanding. We come back to how much we earn, what are our capacity, what we can take care of, what we can take care of. What will be the size of the ceremony? Because today's wedding, even the cost of the food alone is a huge stuff, the decoration and stuff. So you put all this list down and then look at your income. This is how much I have. This is how much I can afford. Can we do it within our budget? Do you have something to add? Then we have this conversation. People, especially some ladies, they will love that you makes me happy on that very day. So go extended far. Go, whether you have to get a loan or money elsewhere, do it. So that it is give me a certain kind of happiness or put a certain kind of, let the people around me know that I married somebody who have what it takes to support me. But unfortunately, that can also put you in a very difficult position when you get into marriage. So in case of the traditional marriage, the family duties, when you come to the wedding, it can be 50-50, 70-30, depending on the strength of the
that is the white wedding.
The white wedding.
But the engagement is solely on the woman's family because they're receiving the gifts. Thank you for that clarity. Now let's come back into the marriage now, where as a couple, you're living. Let's give the average Ghanaian probably renting. Just got married, 2 years in, you're living cutely in your nice house. That's an average Ghanaian. So you're paying rent, you're paying for car if you have one, because on that stage, I mean, a lot of people don't usually have two cars. So there's one car, then there's a child in the house, then there's food to eat, then there's house to take care of, then there are bills to take care of. Who gets to pay for what?
If you get to the marriage before you're having this conversation, then you're a bit late. You need to have a solid foundation. So right through the premarital counselor, when you are thinking about marriage, this conversation, you need to have it. Because money has its own knowledge, how to manage it. So sometimes we earn money from our workplace, but people will tell you how much they spend is not equivalent to how much they earn. So most marriages, they are struggling with the expenses. They are earning money, but they are spending more than their means. And that is causing trouble. Others have gone into marriage with debt, where they are taking care of that, is putting pressure on them. But whatever the case is, when you start, let's have honest and open conversation on money. How much do you earn? So don't tell me, around this figure. No, be clear about how much I earn. The income and the net, let's be clear about it. If you have taken any facility in terms of debt you are servicing, be clear about those debts, that this is how much I pay, this is how much I'm left with. Because this amount of money or the information we have will determine the kind of budget we run at our home. Because this is the money we have, this is what we can use to maintain a place. And again, knowing how much we earn, it comes back to our home. Where you grew up from, you were influenced differently. So at your home, where you grew up, mommy and daddy, who was doing A, who was doing B. So we want to have that understanding, because sometimes people come to the marriage and say, look, a man have to do this, a woman have to do this. When you ask them, where from this particular theory or this knowledge, it comes back to where I grew up from. That's what my mom was doing, that's what my dad was doing. So if I live with a single parent, the way things go is different from if I live with both parents. Or if I grow up alone, it's different. So when we come home, I want to know how your parents or where you live, how they manage things. So I can have a clear understanding. I also explain to you how I manage things. So we have things in common. So we know that this one I can do it, I can do, you can also do that. The ones that we are not clear about it, we could negotiate. Looking at our time, looking at our strength. If I can't cook, and you are asking me that because we are married, you have to cook. Maybe I will cook, but you can't eat it.
The food there will be cooked, but you can't eat it.
So we need to look at our strengths. Whether I can cook the food, if I can't cook, what else can I do? Can you do the cooking? So we have this agreement or this understanding because of our home. It's not your mother's home, your father's home. It is our home. We come with different experiences, but we have to put these experiences on a table, understand each other, and see what we can create out of that. So it comes out with where you were influenced. If we can keep that influence, we bear on that. If we can change this, we talk about it. So when we have this basic understanding and knowing our strength and knowing how much we earn, then we can decide whether we are doing 50-50 or we are giving a portion that, oh, you do payment of utility or the rent, I'll do day in, day running of the home, but they also come back to what we call the budgeting. So we need to know the total income we have and then how much expenses we have, and then be able to determine how much is going to food, rent, grocery. We have basic understanding, and we have to even review as time goes on. New couples, as I say, we have goals. People are thinking that we are renting now, so the next 10 years or 5 years, we need to move into our house. Where do we get money from? The same income. Or if we are doing any other business, the money comes from this. We need to set a goal and be able to contribute towards these goals. So when people are not honest, they are not able to even set a realistic goal towards the marriage. And then sometimes they have a big issue. Do we run a joint account? Do we run a separate account? Because to somebody, your money is my money because I'm married to you. To somebody, no. It's not.
Your money is your money.
Your money is your money.
My money is my money.
My money is my money. So get to the place that we identify what we want to do. If it's a project, are we contributing a quarter of our money or part of our money to that project? Or would that be in a separate account? Or we will decide to keep it in our own account and be giving updates on every day how things are going so that we have a clear understanding of what we want to do. Once there's transparency, we trust each other, we understand each other, it is easier to manage finances. Even when we don't have money, it's easier to manage. But when there's no transparency, we don't understand each other, there's always going to be a problem with the money. And especially when it comes to even a spending habit. Some people save, others spend. But I am the type that save. So when I see money, I would love to see the money in my account.
That should be sitting there.
Maybe thinking about, maybe I don't know what happened tomorrow. I might need the money. But my spouse, on the other hand, when he sees the money, he's looking about things the money can take care of. So it is easier for her to spend. And it's difficult for me to spend. So that I say, you have a grace to spend.
Every woman does.
So
every woman does.
If people don't understand it this way, that maybe the money is being used to solve certain problems, we have a clear understanding of our habit in terms of spending, there will always be a problem. Because your spouse can buy A, he is okay with it. You buy B, and then there's a problem. Why did you spend money on that?
Yeah, but that's me.
Yes, that is my money. But it's our money, or we are at home. So we have to have a clear spending habit. And they also come back with the savings. So one person cannot be saving for the whole family. So we save towards a rainy day. And we have any responsibility towards other extended family, other projects. We should be clear on that this amount of money go to those places. And even the religious activities and the beliefs in terms of tithing and other things, we also need to be clear about that. This amount of money go here, and these are my beliefs. Probably you might not like my belief, or you don't associate myself with my belief, but we need to have that mutual respect. So you are not saying that you take your money to your church and you expect me to use my money to take care of hope. Then we are having the misunderstanding. But we should be able to respect each other's kind of belief. And once we also have that too, we should be able to talk about it and try and come up with a plan to service this debt. Because sometimes people leave the debt alone, they don't talk about it until they are knocking at their door, until there's a pressure. And then they are, in fact, get into all sorts of conflict. But if you have a debt, whether a student loan, a car loan, mortgage, whatever it is, personally, even before the marriage, we need to have a clear understanding because we are together now. Whatever happened to you could affect me.
Yeah.
You mentioned a child in our home. Children spend a lot than even parents. And sometimes we don't think about that. When we get married, people are expecting, oh, give birth, give birth. But the sad aspect is people don't plan for that. So as soon as you give birth, all the expenses are going to the child. So some couple, they end up not taking care of themselves. So even when you come to the bedroom, the aunties and other things that you mostly you will change, you are not even paying attention to those things.
Anymore.
Because the whole focus is on the child education, what the child will wear, what the child will eat. And we spend more time with the child neglecting each other.
Even our spouse.
So if you are married, you are thinking about having children, have a discussion about that. Because children, there's a lot of responsibility associated with that. If some grandmothers and the mummies are putting pressure on you to have a child, you still need to have a conversation. Because that comes with a lot of financial responsibility. If you are giving yourself about 1 year or 2 years, you can even save towards that. That can give you a freedom to be able to do what you want to do. So children take care of a lot of responsibilities. And sometimes the data, what we use, this data is very expensive. Things like this, we take it for granted. But these things take a lot of our money. So with our budget, and if we are tracking the budget, we could know where the money go to. Sometimes somebody will say, if I have a broadband, it might be very expensive. But what if you calculate how much you spend on the data you buy weekly or daily? You end up realize that even you spend more than even a broadband. So you have to look at the spending habits and then what you spend money on. Track it. It's not one person's responsibility. Now, men, some of them don't like to sit down and review this kind of house expenses. Oh, sit down, let's look at it. Oh, you can take care of it, do it. Oh, I've given you money, at least top up and do it. And then you come all happy, and then we are tense at home. We can't even have a good conversation. No, relax, relax. And then we can't even have a good conversation. No, relax, relax. And just plan how the two of you can draw strength from each other and take a day at a time.
Now, so on